All right. We are recapping Blind Bet Saturday. We did participate in Blind Bet Saturday to review. We picked the Detroit 1997 Game 3 of the first round of the playoffs, Eastern Conference playoffs. Detroit Pistons at home. We set the line at 3.5, given 3.5 to the Atlanta Hawks. Pistons were a 5 seed, Hawks were a 4 seed. Series is tied 1-1 after 2 games in Atlanta. Come to Detroit, set the over/under at 176.5, and decided that we were going to watch this thing. We might have to rename this segment to, instead of Blind Bet Saturday, Blacked Out Blind Bet Saturday. I think everyone had a little too much to drink. We lost Jerry about halfway through the third quarter. Heard a thump, thought maybe he fell, thought maybe went to the bathroom. Never returned. The whole video for the rest of the game was just his chair, empty chair, without Jerry in it. So texted his wife, found out that he was asleep on the living room floor. So he was alive, barely. Enough alive. We did some live betting. I took $40 from Jerry, I think, total on all the bets. I don't know if that says much for me that I could only take $40 off a guy who essentially fell over halfway through the telecast, but it was fun to watch. We couple surprising things. I mean, it's crazy how many mid-range jumpers there are back then. I mean, compared to what you see nowadays with three balls, just so much like from the elbow. Last night watched even the Bulls documentary. A ton of mid-range jumpers. It's amazing that, like, back in the day that was a thing. Guys just don't do that anymore. Really thought that the Hawks were going to take it to the Pistons, quite honestly. I thought that their size between Leitner and Mutombo would just kind of take over the game. But really, it was Lindsey Hunter for the Pistons. I think he had like 25 or 26 in this game. Grant Hill obviously had another good game. It was a fun watch. It was a fun watch. Like I said, live betting, not knowing what's happening, just the guys' outfits, just across the board. It was a pretty funny experience. So we're going to keep Blind Bet Saturday going. Again, we're going to try our best not to make it Blackout Blind Bet Saturday, but who knows? We'll pick a new game each week. The Pistons ended up losing the series 3-2 to the Hawks. That was one mistake I made on the write-up. I said it was a 7-game, best of 7. It's really best of 5. But yeah, it was great. It was fun. Fun action, having a few drinks, a few laughs, watching a game that we had no idea what happened, and seeing terrible uniforms too, by the way. Oh my gosh, like this, Atlanta had this terrible two-tone thing. The Pistons somehow were the Dragons for a while. Like, they got rid of like the cool, Motor City logo with a basketball in it, and instead had like this weird like chess piece dragon. So really bad uni matchup. But overall, a lot of fun. So tune in for we'll pick a game here towards the end of the week. We're going to do a little video on Wednesday, and we'll pick a game then for next week for our Blacked Out Blind Bet Saturday. Off we go.